Hi guys, so for today's reading we are going to be looking at what you deserve an award for. I am pretty sure that almost all of you on here deserve an award for something, and I figured this would be a nice fun reading without being another what makes you attractive reading, but it's going to be something very feel good and something to show you what is really great about you, that you deserve the recognition and rewards or awards for. So we have three piles here. 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Leave me something in the comments letting me know how you felt about it or what you thought of it. Maybe even some of your stories about what you went through and why you became the person that you are here today. So also, you can find my Amazon wish list and my PayPal link down there as well if you'd like to donate to the channel, and my prices and my Skype link if you'd like to set up a personal reading. So let's get started with pile 1. So, for pile 1. First off, I would like to say that you guys deserve an award for a lot. You guys are somebody that always goes above and beyond no matter the situation. You may be a party planner of some type. You could be somebody who maybe even introduces people. I can't think of what that is right now. But somebody who like introduces people and gets them out there, that kind of thing. You could be a very good cook or a very good musician as well. You're somebody who deserves an award for your ability to place faith on options that others may not see as something that would pan out, and having it pan out for you, kind of like magic. That's what I'm getting with those magic beans, went and traded them for a cow, or sorry, went and traded the cow for magic beans, and the mom was all upset, but then a beanstalk grew and they got into a lot of trouble. But there was a happy ending in that, if I'm not mistaken, in most versions. Of course, that could just be the newer versions. But anyway, so thanks for going above and beyond, save and redeem. Great job. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you cook very well too. And I feel like if you do cook, it's like dishes that are out of the ordinary, unorthodox dishes, things that people haven't had before. Or you come up with new ways for them to enjoy them where they may not have liked a certain food before. If you add it in this way, they might like it now. You're somebody very determined, very steadfast. You are committed and you work very hard. You work very hard, you play very hard. You are somebody very energetic, very outside the box. You may like to play hopscotch for some of you here. You really color outside the lines and you're very different, maybe even a little eccentric in some people's eyes. You are somebody who is very balanced. You're balanced in your friendships, your partnerships, your family, things like that. You expect an equal give and take and you give an equal give and take. You are very lucky as well, and it's like you have the keys to harmony with this luck. A lot of you are a healer too. This one always reminds me of the Cadius. I believe it's called a Cadius. It's not, and I get that, but that's what it reminds me of. It also kind of reminds me of the golden snitch off of Harry Potter as well. So you could be somebody who could really be able to grasp things that other people have a hard time grasping. You learn very quickly. You overcome challenges. You multitask very well as well. And you're somebody who really has the keys to balance here. You have the keys to balance in not only your life and the world around you and the physical aspects, but you have the keys to balance in an emotional aspect as well. And you, new, you, be, bun. See, we got buns here. You may be somebody who cooks very well. D, buds, Z, H. You are a very good friend as well. I feel like you may cook for a lot of your friends. You may host a lot of events at your house for your friends. You might have them over on a regular basis and do a lot for them. Push. I hope there's no Y. Z, T, puts, pest, M. You may put people in their place as well and make sure that they understand what is good for you and what is good for them. QTD, Y, pussy. I have to say it. Yeah, so your sex could be very great to you and you could deserve an award for your sex. KVD, Y. I have met some people that would deserve an award for that, and some people would say I do. Bed, debt, set, key. We have key here too. So you have the keys to a lot in your life. Maybe people trust you with a lot of different things as well. People may even tell you secrets in bed. I don't know why that's coming out, but it is. You have an amazing light to share. Your vibration is so high. You are a healer and you raise the vibrations of everyone around you. Keep being you. You are a truly amazing being. Healers come out in pile 3 a lot, but I was feeling a lot of healing energy here, especially with that almost but not quite Cadius there. You really have a lot of keys to inner healing, inner wisdom, to emotional healing. I feel like you bring a lot of emotional healing to others. You light up the things that they're missing in their life. You see things that are going unseen. You eat healthy and you make healthy decisions in your life. You are someone who loves and cares for yourself in all the right ways. If you need space, you take it and you give that same freedom to others as well. You are somebody who values your independence and you expect people to respect that. And you also value the other person's independence, so you try to make sure to give them that time and space as well. Puns, you could be somebody who's very witty and who jokes a lot. I feel like you really are a very strong healer, a very strong leader in this pile, and your leadership deserves a lot of accolades because you don't just expect from people, you do things, and then you show them the direction and the way and the path. You're somebody who has been through a lot in your life, and it doesn't matter how much darkness you face, you keep going because you know that inside yourself is the answers. You have the nourishment, you have the wealth, you have everything you need inside yourself, and you can make it through the most harsh of circumstances or situations for a very long distance before you need to refill your sustenance. So basically, you can handle very large projects or tasks or working with a lot of different people before you have to take that time to work on yourself again. You're very independent, very freedom loving, very you, and you don't expect anyone to be anything but themselves either. I feel like you're a very accepting group here too. We have the the Ace of Air, the 8 of Fire, the 3 of Water, and the 5 of Fire. Or 10. No, 5. Sorry. Yes. Okay, anyway. You're somebody who is very good in a confrontation. You're somebody who enjoys yourself and you live in the moment. You have a lot of friendships, a lot of partnerships. You may even have a lot of people who fight over your attention or your time, and you're not even paying attention to it because you could really care less. You're somebody who's very driven, very passionate, very goal-oriented. You're really working hard towards your opportunities and towards bringing something stable, solid, and strong into your life as a foundation. You're somebody who has a very strong foundation within yourself too, and you communicate very passionately, very vibrantly, very openly, expressively. You give people this feeling like they can be themselves because you are yourself. You enjoy life, you live in the moment, you enjoy your friendships, you enjoy having fun, you enjoy partying and having a good time, you enjoy food and music and friends and laughter and fun, and you do a really good job at communicating in these circumstances. You are somebody who would be the perfect hostess in a lot of ways. Well, there's no such thing as perfect, but you know what I mean. And I feel like you are somebody who faces conflict without a care in the world. You just flow through it naturally. You adapt and you are flexible and you go with the flow. You are quite capable of being able to bend and move and maneuver through conflicts. And that's a very beautiful thing as well. I feel like a lot of you in this pile are peacemakers, and you deserve an award for being able to bring peace to harsh or unbending, unyielding situations. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear what you thought about it in the comments below, what you may be working on, who you may be as a person, and what you are going through, what you feel like you should be awarded for. I'd really love to know what you feel like you should be awarded for in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. I'm going to apologize in advance because my camera is not too stable. It keeps going like this right now because I'm sitting in my bed today. I decided I'm doing a bed reading today. It's a little too hot in the cab, and my phone tends to shut off when it gets too hot. So we're doing it in my bedroom area today because it's a little shadier and it's a little cooler. On a normal day, it wouldn't be cooler, but it's fairly cool today anyway. So, what do you guys deserve an award for? Being able to be immersed in your emotions and the emotions of everyone around you while still remaining strong, firm, stable, and solid. You are somebody who is joyful, optimistic, hopeful, happy. You bring a lot of growth, abundance, joy, and love to everyone around you and everyone that you meet and encounter. You are hopeful, you are optimistic, you are loving, kind, caring, joyous, unconditionally loving, and you have this beautiful optimism, hope, and faith that can make anyone around you believe. You are a very good leader. You may be a spiritual leader of some sort, religious leader of some sort. You are somebody that leads people, guides people, and is able to constantly keep your faith, your trust, and your hope and your belief alive, and you love people like no other. You are somebody very passionate as well. Very, very, very loving. You deserve an award for the amount of love you give out. You give out so much love. And even when people do you dirty or do you wrong, even if you have to walk away from them, even if you have to cut the situation off, you still love that person. You don't hate. And you deserve an award for not hating, especially with everything you've been through, because I feel like you have been through a lot. You have been really through the ringer emotion-wise. You are somebody who you can be a mermaid in a fish full of sea. My youngest daughter told me that at one point. You can be a mermaid in a fish full of sea. Well, we have this, and we have this underwater castle here. Go on and kiss the girl came into my mind from The Little Mermaid. So did, look at this stuff. Wouldn't you think? Something about my collection's complete. But I want more. You are somebody that, you are very satisfied with what you have, but at the same time you do yearn for more. I feel like you yearn to, be a part of the less emotional world, because I feel like for a lot of you, you might be an empath, and it gets really hard at times being an empath. But listen to Sebastian's song in that movie. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but I think that's a big mistake. I messed up the words there, butchered that completely. But you are beautiful and amazing exactly as you are, and you deserve to be awarded and praised and looked at as the queen you are, the queen of emotion that you are. Because to be this vulnerable, this beautiful, this sensitive, this kind, sweet, caring, compassionate, loving, forgiving, generous, kind person in this harsh, cold, cruel, sometimes very evil world is such a hard thing, and it requires so much strength. You don't even realize how much strength you have, how much stability you have. All those people that you're like, oh, well, how come say if you're a water sign, or I'm just going to use this as an example. Earth signs are very stable, strong, steady, solid. They're never too emotional and things like that. Actually, they're far more emotional than air signs, if you ask me. Air signs are a little bit eccentric, but they're not really emotional. They're very, 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 very detached. And you know what? It is nice having people like you in this world. So don't dream about being people like that. There is a good part about people like that as well, and you can learn a lot from them. It's good to be able to detach yourself so that you are not being so tugged on by your emotions and so pulled on by them and so worn out and drained and used and things like that, walked on. And all that takes is a healthy level of detachment and discernment. But keep your beautiful heart and your beautiful emotions. You deserve not only an award, but you deserved a vacation. You deserve to go away to some island and just enjoy laying on a beach. You have a level of protection that you give to others that should be awarded and recognized as well. I feel like you are somebody who will step in and stand up and say something when there is something wrong in front of you. You are somebody who has such a big heart that you cannot bear to watch anybody else putting anybody through pain. So you will step in and you will say something about it. And a lot of times I feel like you say it in a very compassionate, understanding way, but you let them know that what they are doing is wrong and it needs to stop, even if you do understand where it's coming from. Pojos, family fun centers, no cash value since 1974. You deserve to just have some fun and have some enjoyment of life with your family, with your friends, you deserve people to put you first for a change, because I feel like you put everybody first. And the way that that's going to happen is by you putting yourself first once in a while. Show people how to put you first. Show people that you're open and receptive to being put first. And the way you do that is by putting yourself first once in a while. GEK, year, Jerry, VJ, IZM, LHP, help. Yeah, you need some help. Allow people to help you. I've been in that mode before though, so I can understand how hard it is. HVOYD, JJ, WL, happy, CGJ, jog, log, mod, ploy, joke, dive, drive. You know what? I feel like you've had a lot of people who have made fun of you, hurt your feelings, stepped on you, treated you like crap because you are such a sensitive, emotional person. Maybe even laughed at your pain, laughed at your tears. Die. Cry. Jerk. You've dealt with a lot of jerks. You've dealt with a lot of people that have just not been kind. And you are such a kind, caring person. And even dealing with that, you have not allowed it to scar your heart. We also have Polly here too. You have not allowed that to scar your heart. You deserve an award for all of the accomplishments that you've had in facing a very hard or difficult situation, one that was out of the ordinary from other people, one that other people really don't even understand or get. Joy, love, for being able to love. And you don't just love one person, you love everyone. Some people only love one person and they sacrifice everything else in the world for that one person, but you love the world. And when you find somebody to be your partner, they are going to have to understand and accept that you don't just love them, you love the world. And they're going to have to grant you that freedom and that independence to love the world. And they're going to have to be okay with that. I feel like you have dealt with a lot of people who cannot understand that and want to keep you caged and boxed up and locked away. And that has really hurt. Your commitment and loyalty are amazing. You protect those that you love with a fiery passion. No one can cause you to turn on your friends and your family. Everyone is so proud of you. You are glowing and looking good too. You have been working so hard. Your dedication and commitment is amazing. You are truly one of a kind. Your work ethic is on point. So you deserve an award for your work, not only for your self and building yourself up, whatever you're working on, career-wise, school-wise, even emotional health-wise, family wise, things like that, friendship wise, partnership wise, all of those things. You deserve an award for your hard work, your loyalty, your commitment, your dedication, your love, your happiness, your joy, your optimism, your understanding, your compassion. All of those things are so beautiful and amazing, and you truly deserve an award for that. People see that around you. Your whole community sees that. You do a lot of hard work in your community. You do a lot of networking. You do a lot of connecting to others. You are a true mothering person, somebody who is very loving, light-hearted, generous, caring, kind, compassionate, down to earth, humble, grounded, solid, loyal, stable, committed. You are somebody who sees what you want. I feel like you watch over your children, but you let them be. At the same time as if something comes in to get them, you will be there in a heartbeat to protect them. You are watching and waiting, always aware and always noticing when danger presents itself, and you are able to move away from it as well. So don't worry about being protected. Don't worry about anybody thinking you're naive or you need that protection, because you don't. You know what's good for you and what isn't good for you. And when you need to, you move away from those things. And I feel like you can turn on a dime too, and you can say what you need to say to somebody as well. 7 of Earth, emotion and intellect, Queen of Water, Queen of Earth. You are somebody who's so valuable, and I already described the Queen of Earth with this deer here, and partially the Queen of Water too. And I've said all of those characteristics throughout this entire thing. For your love, your compassion, empathy, understanding, loyalty, commitment, hard work, dedication, solidity, commitment. You are somebody very, very, very intelligent on the emotional front as well. You understand people's emotions. You understand how they're thinking, what they're feeling, and you help them to work through all of these different things. You help them to identify them in themselves, and you help them to learn and grow and overcome the challenges they're facing in their life. You help them to align themselves to their path, their purpose, and to what's right in the world around them. You are somebody who does what's right, and you lead by example. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear how you felt about it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your family. I'd love to hear about your work. I'd love to hear about what you are doing in your life in the comments below as well. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. So for you guys, one thing I'm going to say before I even start this reading: you deserve an award or recognition for how you treat animals. The way you treat animals is amazing. You treat them like they are other human beings. You don't have a giant ego in the way of seeing them as living creatures who deserve respect, kindness, care, compassion, empathy, love. If some of you felt drawn to pile 1, I was just thinking about the fact that pile 1 was a healer, and this pile ends up being a healer lot. So go check that out if you feel like it as well. You deserve an award for your skills with energy work with animals. For a lot of you as well, there may be a lot of you who do energy work with animals. For your leadership capabilities and qualities, for the way that you think outside of the box, for your beliefs and the way you see things differently, for your ability to explore all of these different options and varying ways of seeing things and believing things and come to your own conclusion. You don't just blindly follow, but you are a very, very loyal, committed person. When it comes to something that you believe in, you will stand by your faith, and you will stand solid in it with courage, integrity, dignity, and solidity. You will not allow others to bully you. You will not allow others to bully your animals. You will not allow others to bully random animals. You are somebody who will step in and say something when it needs to be said. And you are somebody who is very loving, loyal, caring, kind, generous, and giving as well. Leader, we got a leader here. It's Queen Elizabeth II from the Canadian Quarter, 2007. Vancouver, 2010. You may be somebody who fights for animals' rights as well. You could also be somebody who owns or knows how to fire a gun. Some of you could be hunters. If you are hunters, I feel like a lot of the reason why you hunt is because you would rather kill an animal in a humane way than to buy into the commercial way of farming and killing animals. I feel like you are somebody who prefers farmers markets. You prefer to buy your meat local if you buy meat, so that you know that these animals were cared for and were respected during their life, instead of just being 50 chickens to a cage. And yeah, or talk about veal and the way that they make veal. So anyway, yes, I feel like a lot of you are very, very, very deeply passionate about your animal love. Q, Z, A, G, zag, F, fad, D, R, rag, drag. Some of you could dress and drag. You should be applauded for your courage on that and for your ability to stand up for yourself and others while still being so different yourself. Gray, E, Q, W, T, F, C, N, B, CNBC. Some of you could be people who actually take it to that next level. You may even talk on television shows or PBS shows or like news stations or something about animals and their rights and the way they should be treated. RWKY. Key. We had keys in pile 1 in the letters, and we had keys. Friend. Bin, brine, dime, guard, rail, dale, twin. Some of you may have a twin out there. So let's see. You stand up for what you believe in. You always do what you feel is right. You never back down from a confrontation, but you rarely start one unless it is needed. So yes, once again, you stand up for yourself and others, and you don't start fights, but you will finish them if it's necessary. It reminds me of Aristocats, where she's like, ladies do not start fights, but they can finish them. You have fought long and hard. Be proud of all that you have achieved so far. Celebrate your wins and take some time out for play and fun. Why so serious? All work and no play is making you a little crazy. Time to fix that by bringing it more into balance. So you are somebody who works very hard, you're very dedicated, and you are constantly on this ambitious drive and goal to meet, but it is time to take some time out for fun and play. That is your reward. Reward yourself. If nobody else is rewarding you, give yourself that reward, because you know what? You deserve it. You deserve it for everything. I am enough. My voice matters. I matter. I work hard. I deserve rest. I deserve downtime. I deserve playtime. I deserve to be and feel happy. I deserve me time and me space. I receive freely, knowing that I have done enough and all will come back to me. I no longer need to worry. So it's time to release your worries. It's time to release your doubts. It's time to have that faith in the abundance that is flowing back to you for everything that you have put out there, because it is coming in. And patience and waiting is all that's required, and it is so hard at times. I get that. I understand that. I know that. I have that issue myself at times. I had that issue this last week. But know that you have created something beautiful, and it's all going to come back to you. Raccoon, black egg. You may be hiding a lot of what you have to say to others. Actually, I feel like that's most people hide a lot of what they have to say to others. They hide their cards. They play them close to their chest. You are somebody who expresses. You express very authentically, very openly. You are somebody who has a lot of courage to say things others would prefer to hide, and others would prefer to keep masked. You are somebody who does not wear a mask. You are somebody who removes the masks of others, I feel like, as well. You show their dark sides and their shadow sides. There may be some people who get really upset about this as well. We have the 7 of fire, I believe. The 2 of earth. The 4 of water or air. That's air. And the 3 of earth. So you are a thinker, a planner. You are very good at putting all the pieces together and seeing things that others miss. You are somebody who nurtures, cares for, and loves everything on this planet. All creatures, all people, all plants. You are just so caring, loving, kind, beautiful. And you are somebody who overcomes obstacles and challenges with great ease. You are somebody who expresses yourself with that same ease. You are somebody who's waiting for divine timing, and sometimes that can get fucking horrible. But you are very patient. You're a very patient person. You have gained a lot of patience. I have gained a lot of patience these last couple of years. You know what? Dealing with these flies this year, I have realized how much patience I have really gained. You're somebody who really is very balanced. You balance things you're very capable of balancing things. You're very capable of multitasking. You're very capable of really being able to do many different things all at once and still remain grounded, still remain present, still remain solid and stable. You are also somebody that is very fiery, very passionate. You will stand up. You will stand up and say what you need to say, do what you need to do. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. You will defend yourself. You will defend animals. There's animals on this card with her. You will defend your beliefs. You will defend what you feel is right. You will defend other people. You will defend, and you don't care what happens to you in defending. You are somebody who is not afraid of death. You're not attached to it so greatly. You're not afraid of what others think of you. You're not afraid of whether or not you fit in. You're not afraid of where this path is going to take you. You know, and you have this deep inner knowing, and you have this deep inner faith and trust and belief, and you just know what is right and you do it. Period. Bottom line. And you deserve an award for that. You deserve to be given the award of the person who is for the people. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear how you felt about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through, what you do for work. I'm really interested in what you do for work, or just what you do in general for your volunteering or things like that. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye, guys.